Okay folks, we're gonna just do some beautiful raw prawns here in a nice garlic cream sauce. So I just want that to melt gently. I'm gonna turn that right down. I'm gonna go in with lots and lots of garlic because I love garlic chunks in my cream sauces, whether it's garlic prawns or garlic cream, anything. I'm gonna go in here with some olive oil as well. Why? Because I want the flavor of the butter, but the olive oil is going to help that stop cooking, stop burning. So I'm going to turn this down to a really, really low heat, really low, and just let that just gently simmer away for the sweetness to come out of the garlic and for it to soften and to caramelize. Then we'll crank it up and we'll add the rest. Okay, this is coming along really nicely. It's just softening and sweating, caramelizing. I'm going to go in with a little bit more butter. I want to get a little bit more liquid in there now. I'm going to throw my prawns in and let them also gently soak up all those flavors. A lot of prawns for one serve, but I am pretty confident I'm not the only one that's going to attack this when I see it. A little bit of salt. I'm not going to put too much in there because I'm going to put some parmesan in. A little bit of cracked pepper. Now I'll flip them. By the way, for those of you that are wondering what pan I'm using, you may have already noticed. But yes, this is a hex-clad pan. After a year of deliberating whether I should buy one or not, this is the first one I bought, and I'm going to give it a really good thorough test before I buy any more. But so far, I love it. A little bit more pepper on this side. Okay, so I'm now going to crank the heat because I want to finish this. The steak has come off, so I'm going to crank that heat. And once that comes up to temp, I'm going to add the cream and finish this off with some beautiful runner padano, like I always do. Okay, here we go with the cream. This beautiful culinary cream that I get from Campbell's wholesalers. As much or as little parmesan, grana padano, whatever you like. That adds saltiness, so that's why I didn't put too much salt. Now I'm just going to let all those flavors blend in and marry together. And in a couple of minutes, we'll be ready to pour this over our steak. Or serve it on a side plate, whatever your fancy is. That's looking great. So this is now cooked. I'm actually just cooking this to get the consistency that I like. That's all I'm doing. I'm reducing that a little bit. Now, if you want, you can also add some wine in there before you add the cream, which I would have done, but I don't have any. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to pick these prawns out. And the other thing that goes really, really nice in here, if you like it, is some fresh cut chili. Red chili would be absolutely amazing. So I'm putting this in a side dish. Rather than pouring it all over my steak, tonight I feel like having it on the side. So that's going to go in there. That's going to go on top. And that is going to be a beautiful garlic cream prawns to go with that amazing ribeye. All right, folks, this is the fun part. That beautiful ribeye has been resting, as you can see. Let's plate that up. Sometimes I slice it up on a chopping board, just you know how they do it on all the fancy YouTube videos to make it look beautiful. Slice it up and put it on a plate and do a little bit of the salty thing if you want. Simple salad. I'm going to call it a simple salad. I just made up a new name. Cabbage and onion. Sometimes lettuce and onion, but cabbage and onion, olive oil, vinegar, bit of salt. That's going to go right there. And look at that. You know what? I want to just do a little bit more of that. Because I don't know, I'm right into pepper these days. I'm right into it. Now, tell me, how much would you pay for that in a restaurant? You'd pay $30, $35 at least for that, $38 just for that. That steak you'll pay $60 plus 560 gram ribeye and a salad for $18. What is that? That's like 67, that's $100 meal right there. And I'm having it at home and it's much more satisfying. Cheers. Alrighty, this is what it's all about. Grab yourself your poison of choice. Mine is this. So simple. I don't need red wine, I don't need alcohol to have fun. This is my fun right here. But you do it your way. Let's see how the Wolf Barbecue cooks a steak. Get rid of that end piece and cut a nice piece from the middle. It's quite tender. Okay, and that's what I'm looking for. Let's just turn that around. That's nice. A little bit of this beautiful garlic creamy prawn on top. Get rid of that shell, we can deal with that later. You know it's gonna be good. Do you guys do this at home too, or is it just me? Surely one of the only one that eats like this at home. Is this easy enough to do? Does this intimidate you? I've showed you how to do it. You've got nothing to lose. Get stuck into it. I'm gonna teach you more. Enjoy.